All right, old gatekeeper here. Man, really hate to get rid of this. I really do. As a lot of you know, I sold a lot of equipment about a year and a half ago, and somehow made myself hold on to this. And this is the last Texas Star amplifier that I own, except for my 3200 Viking. This will be the last one that I own that works. I've got a couple that are part amps or whatever, but this is my last one. And if I wasn't in the situation I was in, I would not let it go. But I got two precious kids out there in Florida waiting on their daddy to get out there to them. So basically, you just have yourself a Texas Star DX500, immaculate condition. I mean, it almost looks brand new. You might have a tiny little mark here or there on the heat sink, but it's basically brand new condition. I never got around to doing an actual full power wire upgrade when I got it a few years back, 2-3 years back. I did what I would call a power wire correction, meaning, as you can see, I came in, instead of having that little lead going to the board back here, I went ahead and put a same gauge wire as this, 12 gauge wire back there to this board back here. So I went ahead and did that and just added, thicker wires on the back. And also the SO239s, I went ahead and replaced them with Teflon, silver-plated Teflon SO239s, and as you can see, they're actual panel mounted, so I drilled holes and everything to mount them in there. I usually like doing that for my Texas Star, for my personal ones. Sometimes them bolts can become loose over time when it's heating up in your car and stuff. Sometimes I used to do that a lot years back. But so it's just your basic all non-dot Toshibas. And this thing is rocking and rolling like a Texas Star should do. So what we're going to do here is we're going to hit it with the bench radio. We got it on the 100 amp unregulated supply on the medium tap starting off. It's going to drop to great, perfect operating voltage. I'm going to hit it with just the radio first. Then we're going to turn the one pill driver on, okay? And then we will hit it with the hot radio on the high tap, which will be 100 amps, all it can pull. Plus, this has the Texas Star fan kit. You'll have to still turn your box upside down, but it runs very quiet as well. And it's not regulated, so just run this on a regulated supply, which you should be anyway. I would be too if I had one here, but that 100 amp supply is set up perfect to where it's going to be in safe operating voltage, unless I'm doing a crazy burp session or something. But anyway, it's got the little lid there, fits on the heat sink great, keeps the air flowing good. It's so to keep the box pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and go on to testing. All right, the driver is off. Okay, the driver is off. So this is just the radio itself going into. This is a 4-watt radio, so we're driving with about 18 to 20 watts peak. All right, RMS. We got 1,000 watt slug. RMS. Almost 200. Here's your peak. Right there, about 650. And it's dropping to about 14.9. So that's just with the radio hitting it. And this is a high drive amp. I personally just like running radios into them without using drivers usually. But just to show you the maximum end of the amp, so you'll know everything's working perfectly. All right, this amp right here is going to be putting 100 watts into it. As you can see, Texas Star is off. Right there at 100 watts. Phone's ringing, but I just have to wait. And it's going to be putting about 40 bird or so. All right. Here we go with the driver, still the bench radio. Oh, what's this thing talking though? What's this thing talking though? Right there, about 300 watts RMS. PEP. Oh, right there to 1,000 watts. It is dropping to 14 volts. All right, so this thing is rocking and rolling. 1 kW. So what we'll do is next, I'm gonna go ahead and hook it up on the hot radio, and just for the heck of it, we'll put the 2500 watt slug. It's probably won't be doing too much more peak, but we'll try that as well. So all right, go ahead and hook up the hot radio now. I'll be right back. Alrighty, now I got the old hot radio hooked up. Now, I know everybody doesn't have a comp tune or a hot radio at their fingertips, but this is a Stickman Cobra 29. Now we are doubling our input drive from 4 watts RMS to 8 watts RMS and our peak. So it's pretty much from 20 to 40 into the driver. Now the driver's still doing pretty much the same peak, as you can see. Oh, maybe about 10 more watts peak RMS. Oh, I'll give it about 60 or so RMS. All right, so turn the check star back on. We're on the high tap now on the unregged supply, and here's what we're getting out of it. Oh, dang. Oh, about 550 at the right tone. Good. See what that's dropping to though. Oh, 15.2, which is safe operating voltage. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take the slug out. It probably ain't increased much on the peak end, because that hot radio gives you more RMS. All right, we got the 2500. All right, 2500, reading the top scale. 2500 watt slug, reading the top scale peak. Oh, I take it back, it did gain some. That's, let's see, about 1250. All right, I'm about to do something that I have never, ever done before. Never. And when I say burp, this is going to be a quick burp. I am going to hook up my hot radio. Okay, I mean, I could hook up a 2-pill, but I ain't gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep the driver the same, but just hook up my hot radio and just do a quick burp on each. Quick burp. So now we're tripling our input from 4 to 8 to 16 watts RMS into the 1-pill driver. Do not run your Texas Stars like this at your house or in your car. Big disclaimer. I just want to show that the gain is there, which I've already showed, but I will admit I'm doing this for the fun of it. And I've never done this before, so I've never hit it something with my hot radio, because hey, I just now got my hot radio. Quick key. Be right back. Let me hook it up. All right, here we go. We have the hot derail comp tune hooked up. All right, now this is making the driver do. Come on. Come on. Well, it is not wanting to. Appears to be maybe a tad bit over 80 bird. Wow, the peak's still really the same. It might be 120 peak or so. We're wanting to see the RMS. All right, this is a quick burp, real quick. 1,000 watt slug. Now I'm going to look, when I key, I'm going to look over here at the voltage. I'm gonna look over here at the voltage, so I'm not even gonna see really what it's probably doing on the meter. What in the world is going on, man? I think it might be, we got something on the camera or something. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Damn! Son! 650 watts RMS. My buddy over here hanging out with me. I don't think he could stay quiet on that one, could you? Did you see what the voltage dropped?
14.1.
14.1. 650 watts RMS. I really don't even want to kid again to see the peak. Do you think I should?
One time.
One quick time? You really think I should?
Yeah.
Now, I will admit, I've never seen a Texas Star do that amount of power, ever. But I've never drove that much into one. Whew, 650 watts RMS. Oh my goodness gracious. Sorry if I got a little loose up in here. I get excited over this stuff, y'all. I really do. Son. Let's see how everything's filling up in here, too. Everything's cool as a cucumber. We're just doing quick keys. Alright, here we go. PEP. 2,500 watt slug. Oh, okay, so it didn't really gain any more peak, but the RMS, it did gain. 650 watts. Alright, so why did I go through all that crap right there? I just want to show you that this box is working the way it should. The gain is there. If a box keeps giving you more output, the more you drive in it, everything's tuned right, everything's good to go. Let me get the cover on this thing, take some pictures, and throw it on eBay, y'all. I will admit, you probably have to pay a little bit more for this one just because it's my last one. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but I got this from my buddy over at Texas Star. So, God, I hate to get rid of it. My buddy over at Texas Star hooked me up with it. And if I remember correctly, when he put these 2879s in there, they were brand new. But I have ran the box a little bit, so regardless, the 2879s are in great shape. If I had to guess, I'd probably say, well, you remember when I was using this box in the car about 2-3 years ago, don't you? How many months did I run that?
Not even a day.
I ran it more than a day.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, it was about a week.
Oh, you didn't? Then you put that fire pill in there.
Well, I ran it for a day or a week, something, whatever. We'll give an average out of 4 days. And I've hooked it up a time or two out here. So it ain't got much talk time on it ever since the transistors were put in there. All right, I'm going, y'all. Whoever gets it, I hope you enjoy it. I know there'll be many more come through here, but I just really hate to get rid of my very, very last one. Let's go on now. Bye-bye, 73s.